Arthritis is a word many of us have heard countless times, but until it touches our own lives or the life of someone we care for, it often remains just that, a word. For millions of Americans over the age of 50, however, arthritis is a daily reality. It's the stiffness in your knees when you get out of bed. It's the dull ache in your hands that makes opening a jar feel like lifting a brick. It's the soreness in your hips after a short walk in the park. But while arthritis can be challenging, understanding it is the first step toward managing it and living a full, vibrant life even with the diagnosis. Let us start by clearing up a common misunderstanding. Arthritis isn't just one single disease. It's an umbrella term for over 100 different conditions that affect the joints, the tissues around them, and other connective tissues in the body. The two most common types you'll hear about are osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. Osteoarthritis, often called wear and tear arthritis, happens when the protective cartilage that cushions the ends of your bones wears down over time. It's most common in the knees, hips, spine, and hands, and it tends to develop slowly, becoming more noticeable with age. Rheumatoid arthritis, on the other hand, is an autoimmune disease. This means the body's immune system, which should be defending you from illness, mistakenly attacks the lining of your joints. This can cause painful swelling, joint damage, and even affect other organs in your body. Now, if you're thinking, well, I'm over 50, so I guess arthritis is just inevitable, I want you to pause. Yes. Age is a risk factor. Cartilage naturally wears down as we get older, but not everyone develops debilitating arthritis. Lifestyle, genetics, previous injuries, and overall health play huge roles in whether arthritis develops, how severe it becomes, and how much it affects daily life. Take the story of Margaret, for example. Margaret is 62, a retired school teacher who used to love gardening. She started noticing stiffness in her fingers one spring, but brushed it off as getting older. Over the next year, the pain got worse, so much so that she stopped gardening altogether, thinking there was nothing she could do. But when she finally spoke to her doctor, she learned she had osteoarthritis in her hands. She also learned that while arthritis can't be reversed, there are many ways to slow its progression, manage symptoms, and stay active. Within months of starting a simple hand exercise routine, making small adjustments to her tools, and taking an anti-inflammatory medication prescribed by her physician, Margaret was back to planting tomatoes and roses. The first big lesson here is this: arthritis doesn't have to define your life, but it does require action. Early intervention can make a world of difference, so if you notice persistent joint pain, stiffness that lasts more than 30 minutes after waking, or swelling that doesn't go away, talk to your healthcare provider. The earlier you start addressing it, the more options you have. Understanding the symptoms is also important because arthritis doesn't always look the same in every person. Some feel constant, dull pain. Others have flare-ups, days or weeks when the pain is much worse, followed by periods when it's more manageable. There may be redness, warmth, and visible swelling around the joints. Some people find their grip strength weakening. And in rheumatoid arthritis, you might even feel tired, feverish, or notice weight loss without trying. That's because inflammation from isn't just in the joints, it can affect the whole body. Now, you might be wondering if there's no cure. What's the point of knowing all this? The answer is empowerment. By understanding arthritis, how it works, what triggers it, and what helps, you can take control over the parts you can influence. And for many, that control starts with lifestyle changes. Research consistently shows that maintaining a healthy weight reduces pressure on your joints, especially in the knees, hips, and spine. For every pound of excess weight you carry, your knees bear about 4 extra pounds of pressure when you walk. Losing just 10 pounds can take 40 pounds of pressure off your knees with every step. That's huge. Movement is another key factor. It might seem counterintuitive to move more when your joints hurt, but the right kind of movement actually helps. Exercise strengthens the muscles around the joints, improves flexibility, and reduces stiffness. Low-impact activities like walking, swimming, and cycling are excellent because they keep you active without putting too much stress on the Joints, stretching and gentle range of motion exercises can also keep joints more mobile. In the next part, we'll talk about practical daily strategies, from diet and exercise plans to pain management tools, so you can live with arthritis on your own terms, not the other way around. When we talk about managing arthritis, one of the most powerful tools you have is your daily routine. Let's start with diet, because what you eat can directly influence inflammation in your body. Many experts recommend focusing on an anti-inflammatory eating pattern, something like the Mediterranean diet, which emphasizes fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats like olive oil, nuts, and fatty fish. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, such as salmon, sardines, chia seeds, and walnuts, have been shown to help reduce joint inflammation. On the other hand, processed foods high in refined sugars, trans fats, and excess salt can fuel inflammation and make symptoms worse. Think of your body as a garden. The right nutrients help it flourish, while the wrong ones invite weeds and pests. Small, consistent changes to your diet can pay off in big ways over time. Next, let's talk about exercise, not as punishment for your body, but as a way to nourish and protect it. If you've been inactive for a while, the idea of starting an exercise routine might feel intimidating. But here's the thing, you don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights to benefit. In fact, high-impact activities can be hard on the joints. So it's often better to choose gentler forms of movement. Swimming, for instance, supports your body weight while allowing you to move freely, giving your joints a break while still strengthening your muscles. Yoga and Tai Chi are also excellent options, helping with flexibility, balance, and mental relaxation, all of which can make living with arthritis easier. The key is consistency. Even 10 or 15 minutes a day of gentle movement can improve joint function and reduce stiffness. Listen to your body, and remember that some soreness after new activity is normal. But sharp or worsening pain is a signal to ease up and consult your doctor. Pain management is another crucial piece of the puzzle. Over-the-counter medications like acetaminophen or nonsteroidal anti-inflammatory drugs and SIDs can help, but they should be used thoughtfully and in consultation with your healthcare provider, especially if you have other medical conditions or take other medications. Beyond medication, there are many non-drug approaches worth trying. Heat therapy like a warm bath, heated blanket, or heating pad can relax muscles and improve circulation, easing stiffness. Cold therapy, such as ice packs, can reduce swelling and numb deep pain after activity. Some people find relief through physical therapy, where a trained professional teaches specific exercises to improve joint mechanics, strengthen supporting muscles, and prevent further damage. Then there's the role of assistive devices. Using a cane, brace, or even specially designed kitchen tools isn't about giving up, it's about making life easier and preventing strain. Think of them as tools that help you keep doing the things you love without pushing your body past its limits. Mental and emotional health also matter deeply when managing arthritis. Chronic pain can wear you down over time, leading to frustration, anxiety, or even depression. This is not a sign of weakness, it's a human response to ongoing stress. Building a strong support system, whether that's family, friends, or a local arthritis support group, can make a huge difference. Sharing your experiences with others who truly understand can be both comforting and empowering. Stress management techniques like mindfulness, deep breathing, or gentle meditation can also help. When your body is relaxed, it's less likely to trigger pain responses, and your overall quality of life improves. Let me tell you about James, a 58-year-old who worked as a mechanic for over 3 decades. Years of bending, lifting, and working with tools left him with severe arthritis in his knees and hands. When he first retired, he spent most days sitting in front of the TV, feeling hopeless about his pain. But after joining a local community center's gentle exercise class, he noticed changes, at first small, like being able to walk to the store without stopping, then bigger ones, like playing catch with his grandson without wincing. James also started cooking more anti-inflammatory meals with his wife, using herbs and spices like turmeric and ginger. Over time, He found he needed fewer pain medications, and his mood improved. His journey is proof that even small, steady changes add up. Managing arthritis isn't about perfection, it's about finding what works for you and sticking with it. In the final part of our discussion, we'll explore how to adapt your environment, maintain motivation, and stay ahead of arthritis for the long term, so you can keep doing what you love well into the years ahead. Living well with arthritis isn't just about the moments you spend exercising or preparing healthy meals, it's also about how you shape the spaces where you live and the way you move through them. Your home can either be a place that supports your joints or a place that unintentionally makes arthritis harder to manage. Simple changes can make a big difference. For example, in the kitchen, tools with larger, cushioned handles are easier to grip and put less strain on your fingers. In the bathroom, installing grab bars or using a shower chair can make daily routines safer and more comfortable. Around the house, keeping frequently used items at waist level means you don't have to bend or reach as much, protecting both your back and your knees. If climbing stairs is a challenge, consider organizing your space so that the things you need most are on one floor, reducing the number of trips you have to make. Footwear also matters more than many realize. Supportive shoes with cushioning and good arch support can reduce the stress on your knees and hips. Sometimes, a simple change in footwear can noticeably improve how you feel after a day of walking or standing. As important as your environment is, your mindset is equally powerful. Arthritis can be unpredictable. Some days you'll feel almost normal. Other days the pain may feel overwhelming. This unpredictability can be frustrating. But having a flexible mindset can help you adapt. Give yourself permission to rest when your body needs it, but also make the most of the good days. Setting realistic, achievable goals can keep you motivated without pushing you into flare-ups. For instance, if walking round the block is all you can do today, that's still a win. It's about progress, not perfection. Staying informed is another key part of managing arthritis long-term. Medical research is constantly evolving, and new treatments, exercises, and pain management techniques are being developed all the time. Check in regularly with your healthcare provider. And don't be afraid to ask questions or seek second opinions if something doesn't feel right. You are your own best advocate, and remember, you don't have to face arthritis alone. Friends and family can be an incredible source of support, but sometimes you might benefit from talking to people who are going through the same thing. Local arthritis foundations and online support groups can connect you with others who understand your challenges and can share practical tips that worked for them. Hearing someone else's success story can give you hope and remind you that better days are possible. One person who knows this well is Linda, a 65-year-old who was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis in her early 50s. At first, she was devastated. She loved traveling, hiking, and spending long afternoons painting at her easel. The pain in her hands and knees made all of that feel out of reach. But Linda decided she wasn't ready to give up the life she loved. She worked with her doctor to find a treatment plan that included medication, physical therapy, and gentle exercise. She adapted her painting style so she could work in shorter bursts, and she invested in lightweight travel gear so she could still explore new places. Today, she says her arthritis is still a part of her life, but it no longer defines her. Instead, it has taught her to slow down, savor the moment, and celebrate every victory, no matter how small. That's the message I want to leave you with. Arthritis changes some things, yes. But it doesn't have to take away your independence, your joy, or your ability to live fully. By understanding your condition, making smart lifestyle adjustments, and surrounding yourself with support, you can take control of your health. You can still wake up each morning with a sense of purpose, move through your day with confidence, and look forward to the years ahead. So, if arthritis has found its way into your life, remember you have more power than you think. Take that first step, whether it's making a healthier meal, going for a short walk, or talking to your doctor about new options. Every small action is an investment in your future self. And when you choose to take those steps, you're not just managing arthritis, you're reclaiming your life one day at a time.